Hello everyone, it's still me. I just wanted to show you some of the materials that I use when I do my wet on wet style oil paintings. As you see in this wicker basket, I have a massive amount of paint tubes. They're oil based uh, paint tubes along with tape and everything else I use for my stencils. Um, Yours will most likely in time look like this. A jumbled mess. I also have the paper towel rolls. I have some plastic plates for when I put my acrylic mediums on for when I do my special effects. Okay, I have a couple of tubes of glow-in-the-dark paints. I also use that too. I mix it in with some modeling clay. Okay, it dries remarkably fast when I use that for effects. Okay, right here is my liquid white. I just take it out of the can and put it into a large plastic bowl container lid. Alright. And this is my liquid clear. Okay, I take it right out of the can, put it in an old Tupperware container. It's just easier for me to dip my brushes in. Okay. As I keep going, I've got these little old cheap sponges you can get anywhere. I use these for my when I draw with acrylic. As a matter of fact, the project that I'm going to do, I use these. Alright. Sponges. I have various sponges here. Alright. I dip these in either oil or acrylic for grass and leaves or, stuff like the bushes, things of that nature. Okay, here's one that I've used extensively. Matter of fact, I used this one. Well, its sister I threw it out. I used it for the effects that I'll be showing you on the painting. Alright. The brushes you see before you here and the palette knives. These brushes, okay, very inexpensive brushes. These are the ones I use to coat my mediums. Okay, whether it be the acrylics or the liquid white or liquid clear. All right, I use these or these. That's all I pretty much use them for. All right, and here are the palette knives that I use. All right, the two large, okay, and the one small one. This is what I use for mountains and rocks and stuff like that. Okay. And right here are the main brushes that I use for my painting of the actual artwork itself. Okay, this large 3-inch brush is a natural hair brush. All right, I really enjoy it. I love it. It looks grody, but it is actually clean. It's just the paint stains the natural hair. That's all. Here's the blender brush, the 1-inch brush, the 2-inch brush. These are the two main ones I use. Okay, and these are the foliage brushes here. Okay, got the oval, the large foliage. Okay, and this is actually the 2-inch foliage. Here's the 1-inch foliage brush. Okay, you can see the size difference. Okay, these are what I use. Okay, I'll swing around. Here's the easel. Pan back a little bit, and the now this type of easel. If you're wondering about this type of easel, all you have to do is email me, and I'll tell you all about the easel. Okay, it's pretty awesome. These, as you can see, you got different spaces for the top and the bottom. I have a couple of easels. Um, um, anyway, this is the board that I use. It's still got paint on it, but like I say, that I've done in past demonstrations, you can actually tip the board upside down, and it will the paint will still adhere. This one here I particularly enjoy because either left or right-handed person can use this. All right, and you can see the two holes here. And it's better for me, okay, to have the two holes. I'm holding it the wrong way. I would actually have to hold it upside down to show you how it would how you would correctly hold it. But I just wanted to um, show you that part of it. Now I will zoom in. Here is the bucket. You get this bucket at any art store. All right, the bucket fits right there in that hole. It has a little grate in the bottom of that bucket. All right, and then the larger bucket down below here. Okay, you can purchase that at any store. I'm gonna bring this bucket over here a little bit closer so you can see what I'm rubbing up against. All right. You see that grate down there? All right. That's all that thinner I've used um, um, over the times I've been painting. But that little screen is removable, and you take your brush and wipe across it real fast. Okay, you shake off the excess. All right. And this bucket over here has a similar screen, but it looks like a circular mesh fishing wire. Okay, and that's what I use. I'll pan back here so you can see them both. All right, and I'll circle back around here. Take another look. Oh, here's the towel I use to wipe my brushes. And those over there, I usually separate my brushes. All right. And these are the fan brushes and the various filbert tip brushes. And the thinner ones over there you see on next to the white fan brush, and over here the extreme right and left are the liner brushes. I usually sign my name or do roots or branches and things like that. All right, that's what I use over there. Okay, but I will pan back and you'll see the whole setup. Okay, here's the palette, the easel, the brushes, a little small table over here. Got the different gestles and everything, the different various brushes. Okay, I even have cleaning solutions somewhere in there. The different types of tubes of paint, the painter's tape or regular masking tape. Okay, towel, uh, any type of little, how you serve birthday cakes on and stuff like that, to pour my mediums on. All right, I will come back and we will get to our painting. Once again, my name is Anthony Gray. I'd like to welcome you to the secrets of wet on wet oil painting. Um, the camera angle is a little different this time. This painting here will be actually an 11 by 14. So it's a lot smaller than the 22 by 18 that I usually do. Alright. With this painting, I'll step back a little bit, and you can see that I've painted it exclusively in black and gray gesso. Okay. So what we have are rocks, little path, some grassy areas, and basically some trees in a perspective-like manner going toward the back. Alright, I've coated the entire canvas with liquid clear, and we all know that liquid clear and I don't get along. But for this painting, it's an excellent medium to do. This painting will go by quite quickly. Don't know if it'll even do the full hour, but we'll try our best. And I'll just show you how to do a nice quick little atmospheric painting. No mountains or anything like that. Just some beautiful colors, and we'll go right to it and see what we come up with. Like I said, this video is zoomed up, so I'm actually scrunched down so you can get a look at my beautiful face. Okay, while I explain things to you, but other than that, you'll probably be looking at my back, if anything else, because the painting is so much lower. Alright, then what you'll see me is stand up, and I'll try to get out of your way as best as I can and talk as clear as possible. Or you can, as you see what I'm doing, and maybe you can also do it yourself. Alright? Alright, let's get started. Okay then. Like I say, I will try to not to get entirely in your way. Alright. So I'm going to grab the old trusty easel, and we're going to get right to work. Okay. So when I approach something like this, like a painting like this, I'll basically see what type of colors I would like to use for it. Alright. And basically, even though you won't see too much of the sky, you still got to get a basic sky color going with this type of painting. Alright. And I believe that I want a different feel for this painting. Okay. Like I say, I'm using liquid white, which will retain the vividness of whatever color that you're using. Okay. Maybe I might want maybe a little golden type of hue for this particular painting. Now, when I do this type of painting, the thicker you have the paint, the more the trees will be subdued in the background. But you can do that layer after layer. Okay, so you want to put your lightest layer on there and then work from there. All right. And with that said, I do believe maybe I'll start with a little bit, and I mean a little bit, maybe a slight tap just to get just a little, just a dab of. I'm gonna start with some crimson, but really light. Okay, and I'm gonna go on the bottom in here, and then I'm gonna fade off to a yellow ochre. Okay, so in doing that, okay, see that? X strokes, X strokes, X strokes. Right on the bottom, by the tree line here, in the bushes, right there in the bottom. Just put it in there very lightly, X strokes, like so. Okay. When I mean tap, I mean tap, lightly. Okay. Now, I'll start off with more yellow ochre. Okay. Yellow ochre will be a little stronger. Alright. And I'll start off from up here. Put the yellow ochre in. Okay. I'm just putting the yellow ochre in. Have no reservations about putting your yellow ochre in. Okay. Just put it right on in there. Put it right in there. Okay, have it mixed right in with that little bit of red down there. And just brush across. I want some more here in the middle. And just brush across. Brush right across. Like so. Alright. See how quickly you have your atmosphere in this painting? You see that? Just that fast. Alright. Now, without washing the brush, I'm going to add, a tad of you know what, maybe I would want a tad, just a tad, of the cerulean blue, that lighter blue. I just want a little bit. So I'm tapping very lightly with the brush. Okay. I'll start off from here. Okay. Just keep it moving. I'm going to do one direction. I'm going to circle around. I'm going the other direction with it. Like so. Just put it right in there. Okay. Just put it right in there. Just like that. Maybe I want to go on out a little bit here. Okay. Like that. Just like so. Even in there in the background back there. Just have it go out. Like so. Now, you have some nice little water going on in there. Now I'm tapping lightly into the darker blue. Okay. And just go across. I'm just going lightly across. Lightly across. Okay, some here, some over here. And just wipe across. Just wipe across. Like so. Okay? That's all I need. Alright. And now I'm going to rinse off the brush. I have to cut across the screen here. Do a quick rinse off of the brush. These boards are smaller, and it would be good practice boards for those of you who are a little apprehensive about getting such a supersized board in the beginning. You cut back across from me here. Okay, I have nothing on the brush. Now, all I'm going to do is X strokes. X strokes. I'm just doing X strokes. I want to smooth out this water area. So I'm just doing simple X strokes. And smooth out that water. If you get rid of the lines, like so. There. just like so. All right. Excuse me. All right. Now that I've done that, I'll show quickly. Just dip my brush and put my pump here, like so. Come back across. Let's work on those areas here. Now you see that I have the boulders in here, okay? But I want to put a little bit of a dirt area and have that work around a little bit. All right. So what I'm going to use is a little bit of my very dark brown and a little bit of the burnt sienna. I'm going to marble that together. Okay, just mix it right in. Use a little more of the lighter brown. Okay, I'm going to just marble it in a little bit. I'm going to use just a little spackling of titanium white. Okay. Now, for this dirt area here, what I'll do is I'll slope it a little bit at an angle. Okay. Once I do the first slope, everything else will align accordingly. Something like this. Okay. Maybe just to get yourself a nice, there we go. And I'll just pull in the other direction in this area here. Just get it off the page here. Okay. Like so. I just wanted just to dip right in there. Okay. Get a little bit more. And you're going to dip along the side, on the other side here. My arm or anything should not be in the way. It should show pretty well. Yeah, it is. Because it's zoomed in so much. Good. Okay, and I'm going to go in the same general path, like so. Just downward. Okay. Now, if you find difficulty going by the rocks, don't really concern yourself with that, because they will be covered up with grassy areas and everything. You just want a nice base coat for this clear path area. Okay. And have it go right down in there, like so. Okay. Just like so. All right. I told you this painting will be quite fast. All right. And then again, you did most of it with your primer colors. Okay. Now you have your landmass area. You got your rocks above and below the water. All right. So I'm going to clean off the knife here. And while I'm looking at it and checking everything out, I just might want to, well, let's see. Yeah, I just might want to darken up that red just a little bit. I'm going to use the 1-inch brush. I'm going to still lightly tap. I just want to darken in the red just a little back there. Okay. You don't need too much of it, especially for this red. Okay, just a little bit. I just want to just darken it in a bit, like so. There we go. I just want to deepen that color up in there. Okay. It's just a little too light for me. But that's just my preference. Maybe you liked it like that. And in your painting, you can do it like so. Okay, there we go. Especially in this area here, you might want it a little deeper in color. Okay, just a little path in there. Okay. Over here, you just have it nicely fade out. Like I said, you're going to have all the shrubbery and things working in here. Okay. But even if it's colored up, I still want it to look very natural, very blended in. Okay. Just like so. See, excuse me, liquid clear keeps your color. Okay. It keeps the color. Very, very pure. All right. Now that that's done, I'll quickly get out of your way and rinse off my brush real quick. Since I only use the tips of these brushes. It doesn't take much to to really clean them, the air. The more the more thinner you get off your brush, and it air dries fairly quickly. All right. Okay. Let's move on to a little bit of the middle ground. There's some things I want to put in there. Okay. When I do the middle ground, because I really don't have much paint on here, even though it looks like I've done a lot, I didn't. I really don't think I need to add much of the liquid white to this, because there's nothing really there to hamper it from sticking. Okay. I think I can keep this painting a little more natural. So I will use a little bit of the sap green. Okay. And what I'm doing, I'm dipping the brush, it's the 1-inch brush, into the sap green. And let's do some grassy areas. Alright. Now I'll start off with the grassy areas probably toward the back here. And what I do, matter of fact, you can probably see it pretty well, is I'm just going to tap and just tap. Well, here in the back, that's all I am going to do is just tap and give it a slight push up, because it's actually blending in with the black that's already on here. Okay. Alright, like so. Now when it gets to the rocks, go just below the rocks. Okay. Yeah, just like so. Just a little bit here and there. I'm going to cover up this area too. Okay. Now if you find that it might not be sticking as well as you would like it to, okay, you can add more green, but it's really your discretion. Okay, I'll put some way back here. Okay, even back here, get it dark. Okay, put some green in there. Have it go right to the water's edge here. All right, like so. It's mixing in. Okay, even on top of the brown. Okay, just give it a little life in there. Okay, I didn't really add too much within that brown because I might have to lighten it up with a little, but I may add, like I said, extra bushes and or something in there. All right. Now before I go any further, I may want to put some extra type of maybe some kind of foliage in there. All right. And for that, I'm going to have to lighten it up a little bit. All right. And I'm going to add a little bit of, you know what I want to do? I want to be silly. Take the same 1-inch brush. I'm tapping into orange. Okay. Yes, I do have orange. It's one of the little small, 1-inch tubes you can get from the art store. It's one of those type of deals. All right. I had it laying around. And it's, if you got paint like that laying around, paint that you don't normally or commonly use very often, you can just get some of that. I think I have some orange bushes. I think I'll put some right here. Just put it right in there. Yeah, just like that. Okay, maybe I'll put one here. I'll turn it to the side and have some come up. Get out of there. And I'll have one come around the water's edge here, like that. Do some on the other side here. Just have it come up in patches, like that. And I might want one coming upright. Yeah, right in there, like that. Okay. And maybe some back there. Some in there, maybe some up here. I might want one just popping out over there, like that. If you end up covering up a rock, no problem. Yeah. Alright, something like that. Just to give it a little life back there. Okay. I'll put some back in here. Maybe some up there. Yep. Something like that. Alright. That also softens up or darkens up the little atmosphere down there in the bottom too. Okay. Put one right there. Now I'm going to clean off the brush. time here. Okay. Okay, now that I've done some of that, I will maybe do a couple of nice little highlights on those. And nothing but tapping in the pure titanium white. Okay. Titanium white is an extremely opaque color. Okay. And I'm just going in one direction. Alright, that's all I need. And what I'm going to do, because I want to add highlights to it, I'm going to the top. Near the top. And just give it a light push. Just a light push. I don't really want it all over the place. Just highlights here and there. Okay, just like so. Okay. And some down here. I just mainly want it on the bushes. Okay. Come up here. Maybe some around here. Just on the top. Okay. And some in here. Got to trail down a little bit here. And this color will also show up great against your rocks. Alright. Just put it on there pretty good. See how it shows up against the rocks? Okay. And just turn your brush over a little bit. And it will show up lovely against those rocks. Alright. Like so. I'm just doing it as an example. I don't want to go too far in the background back there. Okay, like I say, save some of those dark areas. You can put some in here. Maybe I'll pop one up in there somewhere. Like so. Okay. But save some of those dark areas back there. Okay. Something like that. Alright. See how they go? I might want one poking up in here. Like so. Maybe I'll have a brush poking in there. Like that. Alright. That's about all I need for this particular. Okay. Now you have your, get out your way here. You got your foreground, you got your water, you got the trees, background trees. Okay. Now I'm gonna add some extra trees. A couple of them right here in the front. Okay. And for that, I'll use the large palette knife. I'll dip into the dark color that I already had blended, the marbled colors. Alright. Excuse me. And I'll throw in a tree right about here. Well, I'll take the knife, okay, touch, go in a semicircle fashion, right about there. Go right on up with it. Okay. Like so. Now if you want to have it branch off in a different direction, like so. Okay. And maybe you want a limb or two sticking out there. Like that. You don't have to really make this tree too large. Okay. And your bushes don't have to foreshadow everything either. You know, just you don't have to blindly cover everything with this. I don't think I have a branch. Hopefully I'm not in your way too bad. I'll just show you how to go about it here. Like that. And just go on across. Have it come right off the page. Like that. Okay, so your tree is here. Alright, it is in there. As a matter of fact, I'll do a few light highlights. Let the white paint just naturally grab. Okay, and go in a circular fashion. Just have it naturally grab. The paint is gonna grab. The paint that's on the canvas will grab what's on your palette knife. Okay, so you really don't have to be that precise with it. Just let it flow naturally from your knife. Okay, a little bit in there, like so. Okay, that's tree number one. That's done. Alright. I'm going to do something a little unusual for this painting. This time I'm going to use the white. I'll stand on this side. And let's put a tree. Okay, this one's up in front. Let's put one further backwards. right here. Take it, and this tree's white. Okay, it's white. And we're gonna have it, the branch stem right off here. And he's gonna go out towards that way. Okay, and I have this one curve and just go the other way here. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more of the white so you can really see what's happening over there. Okay, I'll pop some branches out there. Same with this one. Have the branches going right on out, any kind of direction. Okay, have it flow right out there. This one here too. Just have it flow right on out. Okay, like that. Now that you got a white tree back there, you know what I'm gonna do, don't you? I'm gonna marble the color, mix the white right in with that dark brown. This time I'm gonna use the dark brown and make pretend it's a highlight color. So I'm going in reverse. Lightly, just let the paint catch it. That and go in a circular, semicircular fashion. Okay. And just have it catch it. Okay, just like that. Just light little taps. Okay. Just like so. Okay. There. Okay. Now if this one here is a little too white, just go back over it. Very lightly. The paint that's on there will catch on the brown that's on the palette knife. Alright, yes, I am nicely out of your way. You can see it very well. Alright. Walk and get out of your viewing area there. Okay. Now we will get to the I'll do the do the leaves for these. I'm going to use the very large brush for this one. For these, like any other, I will start off quite dark with the color. And this time I'll just use just pure sap green. It's going to be my base color. Because remember, you have leaf indications already with the black and gesso, gray gesso. Alright. So you won't need as much as you would think. Okay. And all I'm going to do is just give it a little tap in there. Okay. Just a little tap. Like so. And I don't have to do it as much. Because like I say, you have the gesso working for you back there. Put some back in here. Okay. Just like that. Maybe I'll have one cover up a branch a little bit in there. Some coming down here like so. Come right off the page there. Okay. You don't need much. You don't need much at all. Do the same thing here. Okay. Like I said, the leaves in the background that I've painted with the sponge is actually working for you, not against you. Okay. So it's actually helping your painting out a bit. Okay. There. And if you want, you can just throw a few back there. Okay. And even back here, you can just add, it just adds to the shrubbery in the background back there. Just push up a little bit. Okay. Back there, just push up. Give a nice firm push up. It will give the indication of some foliage back there. Okay. And it fills your painting right up, and it's not opaque enough where it's covering the trees. All right. It's all an illusion. As you can see, how filled your painting is already, and yet it still looks natural. All right. So it's all in there. Here's the fun part. I'm going to rinse off the large brush. Okay. All right. A couple of good wraps. Okay. I will add the highlights. Now, when I add the highlights, I don't have to really thin anything. I'm using pure titanium white, which is incredibly opaque, going in one direction. Okay, I do have plenty of it on there. Alright, all I did is take it, tap, go in one direction. Okay, and this is what you get. Okay, since I went in one direction and it looks like that, turn it around where the pointed edge is on the bottom here. Okay, you're going to take it, give it a slight touch, and a little push, like so. Because it's mixing in. You go down below and do the same thing. It's mixing in with the green that's already in there. Okay. And do some more. Could be right up in here. Go in a semicircular fashion. Okay. Like so. Alright. Go on the other side. Do it on the other side. Okay. Just like that. I'm only doing it to the bush in the front. Because that's all that's needed. Okay. Put some up there. Now, if you want to, watch this. I'm going to put a white brush right in front of both of the, right in there. Put one right in here too. Because it really shows up very well. Like so. It shows up very well. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take the, if you can see at the top of the brush, you see you got a little bit of paint. Okay, and just lightly tap. Like that. And now it gives you upright grass in various spots. All I'm doing is really, it's just pushing. Take it and just push. And put it right against the rocks, actually. Turn it on the other side. Just give it a firm push. Okay. Just like so. Let's see. That's about all I need, really. I need to put it anywhere else. Alright. You see how everything's coming together. Okay. Now with it being this color, all in there, like so. Alright. I want a couple of fireballs in there. Just to liven it up in that area. Alright. I want something to really kind of attract your attention to that ground area. I kind of knew this painting would go by fairly quickly. Alright, there's no problem with that at all. I want some fireballs in there, so I'm going to take a little bit of red, the dark crimson. Okay, get some of that in there. And with that crimson, I am going to dip in to a little bit of the white. Okay, dipping into my titanium white along with this crimson, lighten it up a bit. Now, I'm going to use some liquid white because I got some paint in there. It's kind of thickening up, and I'm just going to touch the liquid white, put it right into the titanium white. It's like a pinkish color. Okay. There. Now, many ways I can do this. Okay. I'm gonna go upright. I'm gonna push in one direction. This is the oval brush. It's kind of shaped like so. And I pushed in one direction. I'm gonna flip the brush over. And because this paint is much lighter, much thinner, I'm gonna just give it a nice little tap and push. Tap and push. And go downward. Okay, just like that. And put a little bit here in the darker areas. I'm going to go on the other side, as long as I'm out of your way. Do the same thing. Right? Just various spots here and there. Just here and there. Particularly around the rock areas here. Even up close here. Put some right here on the edge. Put a couple here. That's basically it, really. I just want to liven up that front part, front area. Yeah, basically all I need. I really don't need to put it anywhere else, really. I'll have some trailing in the back there, but that's basically it. Okay, I don't have to really add anything else. Okay, everything else is pretty much right there. I might want to just darken up a little bit of that bush over there. So I'm going to use the flat part and just give it a touch. Look at that. See what I just did? Touch it again. that. Maybe one up in there. Okay, I just like the way it comes out. Just a touch, quick touch, like so. Okay, maybe one here. Just a few. I don't want too many of them. Just a few. Just tap it around in there. The lighter you touch, the further away it's going to look. Okay. And I'll put a nice size one here. Maybe darken it up. Like so. Like that. Okay. And just about have a completed painting. Okay. What I'm going to do is just a little bit of highlights for the water. And there you have it. Okay. And basically it's really just me playing around. Like I said, I had, this is an extra canvas I had laying around. Okay. And I had to get some more canvas. So I'm not just going to let it, just sit there and rot. So, it's a good practice canvas. Or, like I said, if you're a little intimidated by the larger canvases, the 11 by 14 could be quite perfect for you. All right. Now that I've just destroyed my titanium white with pink, I'll put it somewhere else here on the board. Get rid of it later. I do have a little bit of pure titanium white left. Okay, just a little. But you know what? I don't think I'll use that. I think I'll just use liquid white for my highlights. Because liquid white is not as opaque as pure white. So you can still see the rocks and everything underneath. Okay. But all I'm going to do, for right now, I'm just going to tap. Light tap. Especially when you're far away back there like that. Okay. See this? Just give it a slight back and forth movement. Okay. Back there. Even here. Back and forth movement. Just keep it as straight as you can. Okay. And all you do is just tapping. Straight back and forth. Just trail it along. As long as you keep it in the back and forth movement here, right here, I don't agree with. Therefore, I will just wipe it right off. I don't really particularly care for it. And yes, I am using my finger. Okay. There. I don't particularly care for that. Back there like that. So I will just go back over it like so. Okay. I'm not using really too much on a straight line if you can. Kind of a zigzag pattern. Okay. Like so. And actually this is very thin paint. Okay. And just give it that illusion. You gotta go right over those rocks. Okay, to give the illusion that the rocks are under the water. Okay. Right along the edge. I mean right to the edge. Okay. There you go. If not, you got a completed painting. Okay. Oh. You have the you got your highlights, the rocks that are underneath the water. Okay. You got your different shades of the water in the back there. Okay. Very atmospheric painting. Okay. At this point in the stage of the painting, this is where the piddling part comes in. Basically, you're really pretty much finished with it. You're going to put some little doodads sticking up out of there. Okay. All I'm using is basically the rest of the liquid white. That's all I'm using. Okay. I'm just scraping up what I can, just making upright lines here and there on the picture. That's all. Just here and there and everywhere. Okay, just like that. Little highlights here and there of like little stalks sticking up. That's basically it. The further they are away, obviously, the smaller they are. So if they're pretty close to you, you can make them pretty nice size. Okay. That's basically what what they are. If you want, have them come right out of the water. Okay. But, you have all sorts of little things coming out the water here. Put something in there like that. And when it gets in the back there, basically, that's just a touch. And just a slight touch. Some back there. Maybe some back there, a little crooked. Back in there. Just touch it. Slant the knife. Just give it a nice little touch. They all don't have to be upright. Make them as crooked as you want. Okay. Just like that. Alright. Like I say, now it gets to the piddling part, but basically, this tiny little picture is finished. Alright. Okay, this shelf is a little condensed because, like I say, I did most of the painting with the underpainting. I'm going to pan back a little bit here. Okay, because I know you can really see it very well. Even if I zoom up a little bit, you can see all that I've done. And basically, all I did was just take the gesso and just did the background, which works for you, and a little bit of paint, and there you go. Okay, let me pan outward here. Pan out. You can actually see how small it is as I pan out here. Alright. This is even further away than I usually do the paintings. Okay. But you can see how small the painting is. But it doesn't take much effort if you go above and beyond with your gesso. But it all stems from whatever ideas you may have. Okay, what you want to do with your painting. Whatever flows in your mind, or whatever picture that you might have. Alright? And you can do things like this in a snap of a finger. All it takes is practice and practice. That's all. A little bit of time out of your day, put some soft music on, and just enjoy yourself. And with all that said, I thank you for watching this episode. I hope it really helps you out. Give me an email. Give me a buzz. In later episodes, I'll put my Facebook webpage on there, and you can just give me a holler or a shout out on that. And whatever questions you want to ask, I'll answer them even on there. Okay? So, with that said, thank you for watching the secrets of wet on wet oil painting, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.